thanks for coming back, and thanks for joining me today. I've got the happy drum again, and I wanted to come back and just play some happy tunes for everybody because I'm really having a lot of fun with this, and I'm so glad that I finally discovered Facebook Live and all of you guys, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to be doing this more often because I'm finding that I'm able to connect with people that I haven't been able to speak with in a long time, and I'm able to share a lot of things that I've been wanting to share for a very long time, and I haven't really been able to find the platform for it, so to speak, or just a way to answer questions that I felt like a lot of my friends had been asking and wanted to know the answers to, that I have been also concerned with. So I've put in time in my life to find the answers. So one of the things that I want to talk about today are crystals, and why I love them, and why and how I use them in my daily life, and how you can as well. And so I've got some back here that we're going to be talking about today. But first I wanted to say hello to my newest Beachbody online client, Vanessa Hunter. Vanessa and I worked together at In-N-Out Burger for several years back in another time, and what an amazing time. So this song on the happy drum is for you, Vanessa. She's doing the 14-day trial, and I'm hoping she's going to join us in my yoga group on Monday. Welcome to Team Kimber, Vanessa. That's for always keeping us laughing in the stand at In-N-Out. You were the best time ever. And I'm really excited to have you on my team. So welcome. And like I said, she's getting 14 days of Beachbody on demand for free to try it out. Hoping she's going to join us and jump into the 3-week yoga retreat. She's going to get the first 2 weeks for free, and you can too if you want. So welcome to the team, Vanessa. I also wanted to play another little something for actually somebody who used to work with me and Vanessa, Jenny Cesenia. Talk about life coming full circle. So I first met Jenny playing soccer at Mission Bay High School. We played soccer together, and I think we had a pretty good little connection. We were fast friends, and I really enjoyed all of the time I ever spent with Jenny. And then years later, when I was working at In-N-Out on, I think it was like my first or second day, there she was. It's so nice when you start a new job and you have somebody there unexpectedly, like a friend, a familiar face. I can't tell you the relief I felt when I saw that she was working there at my same store, and I worked at that store number 69, store 69 in Pacific Beach in San Diego. What a time of my life. So anyway, Jenny and I worked there again together with Roberta and Sarah, her sisters, and so this is for all of you ladies. And then we ended up playing soccer together, indoor soccer later on. Do you remember all of this? This is all coming back to me, Jenny. This was a lot of fun. And so now we're back in each other's lives and helping each other through some stuff that we are going through that is similar. We happen to be in phases of our lives that we're supporting and leaning on each other. So I'm really, really grateful for you, Jenny. And also kind of piggybacking off of just thanking you for all of the support you've been giving me and playing you some healing tones. I noticed that Jenny made a post on her Instagram that she recently is getting into crystal work herself, or at least adorning herself with crystals, and I noticed that she made the choice to buy a rose quartz. And so this is one of my favorite pendants. This was a gift to me from one of my clients. This is a rose quartz, and it snaps in and out. So I use this for my Reiki healing, and it's nice because I can wear this for my own, personal use, protection, adornment, whatever, but I can also remove it, and I can actually use it for energy healing. So what do I mean by that, energy healing? What is energy? The wind that you're hearing, because I don't yet have a microphone for these talks, that's energy. Vibration, these sounds. My intent to hit this with the mallet and then following through with it with my central nervous system, that's all vibration. So these crystals, they carry a high vibration. So if you think of a quartz watch, quartz, that's what these are. This is quartz. So the watch is powered by the quartz. I mentioned earlier that a lot of crystals are used in material science because these crystals carry knowledge they've been around a lot longer than we have as organic beings. So they carry the knowledge of the universe in them. So when you put quartz crystal into a watch, it's going to know how the biorhythms of the earth and how to carry the watch into the right rhythm of the time that we have discovered what time is and what we've created. So the quartz, we're using this as a medium sort of to transfer energy, to do whatever it is that we want, essentially to transmute energy. So hi Angela, you should know all about this. Angela, one of my newest friends and fast becoming favorite energy workers herself, Angela, knows all about what I'm talking about with the energy transfer. So we use these as tools. They're here as our friends, and so we treat them with respect, and there's processes that we go through to release energy from crystals and to charge them so that they can best serve us and so that we might best serve them as well. So I've been noticing that a lot of people are being drawn to rose quartz lately. I don't know why, but I've just been noticing this a lot, that people that I'm talking to who are acquiring crystals for their first time, are people who are getting crystals for the first time or just for whatever reason being drawn to rose quartz. So rose quartz is one of the more popular forms of quartz. You see it a lot. It's a rose color or a pink color. And this is a cute little set that we got at the antique. Oh my God. Angela, did you hear that? How loud was that? I am so sorry. So the vibrations are high. When you drop a rose quartz monkey on a happy drum, it makes a really loud noise. So all of these three rose quartz, these ones we've actually had in our garden, and we've had them in one of the pots from one of our plants, and so they've been charging pretty much all summer and spring. And so these ones are very, very powerful, these little monkeys. We like these a lot. We got these from a sweet little old lady at one of the antique fairs here in the Bay Area. Hopefully it wasn't too loud when I dropped that. But so we really like these guys. So again, I'm noticing that a lot of people are being drawn to rose quartz lately. Rose quartz is one of my favorite. So if you're into crystals at all, or if you're not, you may or may not have heard that the different types of crystals, you see different colors, you see different cuts. Some of them are polished, some of them are rough. We will get different charges and different metaphysical properties out of different types of crystals. And so we're going to stick to kind of the quartz family because you see those a lot. They're pretty common, so I'm going to talk about those ones first. Whenever somebody asks me, okay, if I have just one crystal, what should I get? Usually I want to say, and this I'm probably biased because it is one of my favorites, but I feel like everybody should have a rose quartz. So basically rose quartz, the number one thing that rose quartz is going to bring into your life is going to be, it's going to foster self-love. And I'm all about self-love, especially as a healer, because I find that when I'm in a spot in my life where I'm not liking my, myself all that much, maybe it's, for whatever reason, who knows, it can be anything, if I'm struggling in school, I'm not getting a concept and I'm feeling like maybe I'm not the sharpest, in class or something like that, so it's good to have a little relic like this because, I don't know, for me, I've always liked little stones ever since I was a child. I've always just felt, it's kind of like takes you out of like the traffic and the sitting in class and am I being judged, and, just kind of brings a mutable energy to your being, okay? So this is a pretty heavy little crystal. So just holding this in my hand, right now I've got other things in my mind, right? I'm making a video, so I'm thinking I want to make sure I keep it short enough. So this is something that I'm kind of holding on to and just rubbing with my thumb. It's keeping me grounded. So if you know me and if you work with me in my adult life, and especially if you knew me as a kid, I have a little bit of ADD, whether it was diagnosed or not. So these crystals kind of keep me grounded. So rose quartz is something that's going to remind you who you are. Another thing, when you're wearing crystals on your body, it communicates something to other people. So a lot of times people will comment on my crystals, they'll just tell me that they like it, or they'll ask me what it is, and it usually just opens up a nice dialogue. I get to make a connection with somebody. We get to share what is positive in our lives, when a lot of times you hear people just complaining to each other a lot of the times, like, oh, these lines are so long and the grocery checkout, and all. So I feel like it leaves me and the other person feeling happy. We've discussed, like, oh yeah, I like rose quartz? You know, it's for self-love, and it just kind of gets the conversation going. So it's really good to wear a rose quartz. This is a prism, and it's got a point to it. So this is something that you would see. These are good for adornment, to adorn your home with, just to kind of glance around and remind you, like, what a beautiful rose quartz, you know, and it's going to catch the sun if you put this like in a windowsill as traffic goes by. This one right here was, oh yeah, children love rose quartz. I've noticed in particular children are drawn to rose quartz as well. Kids inherently love themselves and love who they are. They haven't gone through all this crap that we've gone through yet, where you like start to judge yourself and everything. So I find that males and females, and I used to work briefly in a kindergarten, and those kids love stones. They want to know what each one is, you know, which one does what, and so I'm all about it. So yeah, and then you've got just like your rough cut too. This one we got at a stone sale. It was like a garage sale on these folks' estate, and it was just like buckets and buckets of amazing. I got this big chunk for $5, and I love it so much, and we keep this in the house and right on one of the pillars. This is a beautiful rose quartz. I love it so much. These are just high vibration. You know, some people like to keep paintings around. Some people like to keep sculptures. These came from the earth. How beautiful that our earth made these things. Like, good God. So yeah, if I always say rose quartz is a good one to have. It fosters self-love. It encourages other people who come around you to love themselves. There's a big insect flying around me. It looks like a wasp. It is a wasp. So, rose quartz. We'll be talking about amethyst next. So, and I'll just give you a little teaser for the amethyst video. Rose quartz says, I love myself, and amethyst says, I love myself, but I'm not here to take any BS. So next time we'll be talking about amethyst. That is a powerful stone. For now, if you guys have any questions about stones, or if there's any particular energy that you're trying to transmute and you're looking for help as far as like what might be able to help you, anything, any questions, I want to help. This is fun for me. So once again, I wanted to say hi and thanks to Vanessa Hunter for joining our group. Excuse me. And I want to say hi and thanks to Jenny, and congratulations on expanding your crystal collection. Your new rose quartz is beautiful, and I think that was an excellent choice. One other thing I wanted to touch on, excuse me, when purchasing your crystals, a lot of people ask me, where should I get my crystals? We like to get ours at like farmers markets, antique fairs. There are a lot of good stores, especially here in the Bay Area. I really like to like hold and look at and get a feel for my crystals, and you'll find the one. And if you think back to like when you were a child, a lot of times children are like this. It's just the one that speaks to you, and it's just like intuitively the first one that you feel like chooses you. That's your crystal. So if you're looking at, if you're in a gem shop and you're looking at a box full of crystals, and there's one that you've looked at once or twice, and it was kind of like right away, that crystal is choosing you. So give it the home it wants and take it home, and we'll go over cleansing and charging your crystals also in the next video. So I'll post this one on my YouTube as well, and some links from my Instagram over to that. So welcome to Beachbody Vanessa. Jenny, some more healing tones for you. A couple for Nick, for your back, and for all the rest of you guys. Happy weekend. Happy Friday.